We'll start and we'll see if Mike. Oh, he's not. He's a rookie. Hey, how's it going?
It's like smoking a little bit. Do I turn the switches off?
Yeah,
I'm sorry, it's my first time.
You're good. So when you're not popping, turn the one to the right and the spinning one off.
Okay.
That's the heat and the spinny thing. So the two on the right, leave one on the left on.
Okay.
And on Saturdays, the museum here isn't open. It's just the merry-go-round.
Okay.
But the pass in the museum does let them into the merry-go-round for free. So they don't buy a merry-go-round admission if they have the pass. But it only works if they bought the pass on Saturday. It's not a perfect system, but like if they had kept buying yesterday, they cannot use the pass, it's saying no.
So if they bought it, if they went to the museum today, they can.
Yes, they get free admission here.
Okay.
Yeah, but if they bought it like yesterday or Monday.
Okay. 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 We did.
Okay. I was about to text all that to you.
Oh really?
Yeah.
And a good Saturday morning to all you folks listening in on this cold, blustery day here, this 22nd day of January. Boy, January is slowly getting in the books, that's for sure. And I'll give these folks a little bit more time to get tuned up. I'll tell you what, I'm so appreciative that people want to come out and play the program so that we can give you folks listening in some live music. It is a very cold day out there. I think Bob just gave a 29 or something. But anyways, it's warming up, going to be above freezing. That's a good thing. So welcome to you folks listening on the airwaves at WPAQ 740 on the AM dial as well as FM 106.7. Thanks again to our man with the plan, the king of the airwaves, Bob King. He's keeping us on the air this Saturday morning. I had to trek in from Clawville. He probably had to start out very early this morning as well. And welcome to the folks watching on our YouTube stream. How you doing out there? Thanks for watching. And we appreciate the folks here in the theater as well. Patrick couldn't make it today. He's snowed in still, but we got RJ on the sound. So thank you so much, RJ, for helping us this morning. I do want to make welcome to the stage for part one. Special friends always do a mighty fine job. Help me make welcome for part one of today's Saturday morning merry-go-round. They're from all over here in the region, Winston-Salem, Clawville, Virginia, but they'll tell you a little bit more about that here in a little bit. Too young, too old.
All right, thank you, Jimmy Lauer. It's a pleasure to be here on the stage of a very nice and toasty Earl Theater this morning. We are too young, too old, and hopefully between the next hour we'll do something y'all enjoy. If you have a request, come up here and talk to us. If we know it, we'll be glad to do it. We're going to get started with a good dancing tune called Walking in My Sleep. All right, we're going to feature the banjo man now. He's going to do y'all an old tune called Shucking the Corn.
Today's Saturday morning merry-go-round program started. Bob King, why don't we hear a word from our sponsor of today's program? This sponsoring this portion of today's program. That's Price Power Equipment over in Elkin, North Carolina. Toro dealer Price Power Equipment bringing you this portion of today's Saturday morning merry-go-round. We'll be back with more music from Too Young, Too Old right after this. Is Robert doing okay? Yeah, maybe we should say something. Thank you so much, Bob King, and I want to send a shout out to Robert Tilley. He might be listening in, and I hadn't seen him in a while, but I hope you're doing good, Robert, you and your family. And give us a call sometime. I hadn't heard from you in a couple weeks, but maybe you can call me on Thursday when I'm working. So right now, back to our special guest, and a reminder, this portion of today's Saturday morning merry-go-round brought to you by Price Power Equipment. And back to more music now, Too Young, Too Old.
All right, once again, thank you, Jenny. I'm going to take a minute and introduce the musicians up here with me before we do our next set. To my left, playing the 5-string banjo, original banjo player with this band. Some 15 or 16 years ago, we started playing together. If you would, make him welcome from Tobacconville, North Carolina, Mr. Randy Conrad. And back here behind me with the upright bass, he's been a pretty regular member of this band the last couple of years. A good friend of mine from Winston-Salem, North Carolina, Mr. Mike Jones. And playing the guitar, I've been a member of this band since 2007, so that's a pretty good while too. From Clemens, North Carolina, Mr. Jake Brewer.
And then the man of the hour, who needs no introduction, a staple in the local music scene, keeping us together, playing about everything up here and singing, picking the songs and telling us where to be. Make welcome from Claudville, Virginia, Charles Bowman.
Yay! And today we actually are too young and too old. going to dedicate this next song to the weather this week up in Virginia anyway. I don't know how these North Carolinians have had it, but I know what it's been like in Virginia. A little song called Footprints in the Snow. On the ground. Alright, we're going to feature the bass man now. He's going to come up here and sing one for y'all called The Ashes of Love. We need some of them ashes on the ground to have some of this snow.
Why don't we do one more tune and then we'll take a break? Will that be all right, Charles? Okay, I also want to, can I do a dedication, Charles? Are you paying attention? Can I, what song are you going to do next? Hadn't decided? All right, so can we send this fiddle tune out to some folks listening in down in Troutman, North Carolina? David, and also his good buddy Tony Hoover, they're listening in down in Troutman, North Carolina. So let's dedicate this next song to them.
Okay. Let's do a little bit of an old tune called Cindy and Hay. Way down south, she's so sweet, the honeybees swarm around her mouth. Get along home, home, Cindy, get along home. Get along home, home, Cindy, I've got to leave you now. Now Cindy in the summertime, Cindy in the fall. Ain't a Cindy all the time, won't live very long. Get along home, Cindy, get along home. Get along home, Cindy, I'm gonna leave you now. Get along home, Cindy, get along home. Get along home, Cindy, I'm gonna leave you now.
All right, great job, our special guest, Too Young, Too Old, on this first part of today's Saturday morning merry-go-round. We'll take a real quick break, Bob King, and we'll be back with more music coming up on the Voice of the Blue Ridge right after this. Thank you so much, Bob King, and once again appreciate you this Saturday morning. If you're in and around downtown, the Earl Theater is nice and warm this Saturday morning, and we're having a great time here at the Earl Theater. Charles, let's see, we probably got time for 3 before we take a break for the weather forecast.
Once again, thank you, Jenny. This next song I'd like to do in memory of a friend of ours that passed away this past week, Mr. John Brown, founder of Crusher Run Bluegrass, which I believe played on this stage a few times over the years. They used to do his song a lot. It's called Good-Hearted Woman. Well, a long time forgotten, their dreams that just fell by the way. And a good life he promised ain't what she's living today. But she never complains of the bad times or the bad things he's done. She just talks about the good times they've had, all the good times to come. She's a good-hearted woman in love with a good time and man. She loves him in spite of his ways that she don't understand. Through teardrops and laughter that pass through this world hand in hand. This good-hearted woman loving a good time and man. He likes nightlife, I like some good time and friends. When the party's all over, she'll welcome him back home again. Lord, she don't understand him, but she does the best that she can. Good-hearted woman, loving a good time and man. She's a good-hearted woman in love with a good time and man. She loves him in spite of his ways that she don't understand. Through teardrops and laughter they'll pass through this world hand in hand. Good-hearted woman, loving a good time and man. All right, we're gonna feature Mike again. He's gonna sing y'all an old song. Play it's Crying My Heart Out Over You. Sentiment.
Charles changed his instruments here. He said I could do one. So how about the Fireball Mail? Yeah. A little fire.
Merry-Go-Round. I do want to make mention of this. Bobby Mandarin there listening in, and you know what? I clapped in the microphone just for you, Bobby, before I was thinking about it. He don't like it when I do that, but maybe he'll give me a pass this time. Let's see. We do want to tell those folks, though, thanks for listening. I've been getting a lot of calls on my phone and messages. Thanks, folks, for listening in. And don't go anywhere. Next hour, we got Steve Marshall and High Road coming up. Right now, we're going to take a real quick break for the weather forecast. Looks like next week is going to be a warmer week, so I'm thankful for that. But anyways, we'll send things back to you, Bob King, for a quick look at weather, and we'll be back with more music coming up on today's Saturday morning merry-go-round.
Well, in the 30s, temperatures not as much as they thought it was going to be today. High of 38 expected. It's 47 on the way. Overnight, 21 tonight is here. Tomorrow, much better. We can see the upper 40s. Did y'all have any comments? Sunday night, 25 overnight low. And that could be 40 on Monday. The sunshine. It was also on Tuesday. There is some clouds. And a chance of rain. 30%. It is a non-frozen fall. This week will let us down. We do keep those January temperatures, the rest of the week temperatures in the 30s. You have a 30s Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. Overnight lows still in the upper teens or lower 20s through that stretch all the way into Friday. And right now 31 degrees outside the studios. When I look at this, right now back to the merry-go-round your shade.
Thank you so much, Bob King. And just a reminder, tonight, Balsam Range will be here at the historic Earl Theater, and there are 15 seats left on the main level. They do have some balcony seating available, so if you're interested in coming to see Balsam Range, that's going to be a great show. They always do a great job. And you can go on the Arts Council's website and buy your tickets on Eventbrite, or show up tonight, might get a balcony seat. But anyways, that's tonight right here at the Earl Theater. And right now, great bluegrass music from our own town here, pretty much. What do you think, Charles? Too Young, Too Old. Let's welcome them back.
All right, once again, thank you, Jenny. We're going to slow things down just a bit. Do y'all know the song called You Can't Judge a Book by Its Cover? Judge a book here by its cover. You can't tell if it's good or bad. Oh, the cover may be in the brightest color. Deep inside the story may be sad. Pretty pictures make the cover gay, though the pages may be stained with age. Oh, you can't judge a book here by its cover until you've read what's written on each page. Just because there are dark clouds in the heavens doesn't mean that it will always rain. Just because you see somebody smiling doesn't mean that inside there is no pain. So it doesn't matter what you hear. Don't believe it till you know it's true. Judge a book dear by its cover until you've read the story through and through. So it doesn't matter what you hear. Don't believe it till you slow it down a little bit and do your waltz, called Wednesday Night Waltz.
Charles, before we go any further, I need to thank Roger Stamper for filling in for me for half the program last week, so I was able to attend a funeral of a very dear friend. I didn't want to miss it, and I wanted to just thank Roger for that. Thank you so much. He hadn't done it before, but he did a great job. They'll be wanting to fire me soon, probably. I just hire Roger all the time, so don't anybody tell Roger he did a good job, please, or Kelly especially. Right now, back to our special guest, Too Young, Too Old. What you got picked out for us next, Charles?
We're going to dedicate this next number to our good buddy Robert Tilley, listening out there in Radio Land. This is one that I first started singing with him. We're going to get Mike to sing the lead, and I'm going to back Mike up, but we probably won't do as good a job as Robert does.
I'm sure you will.
I can't eat and I can't sleep. All I do is sit and cry. And listen for your footsteps at my door. I keep asking myself why you said goodbye. And I guess I shed a million tears on my mind.
Charles, while you're getting your guitar, would it be all right to tell the folks about our 74th birthday celebration? That's coming up. Lord willing, we'll be able to have that in person this year right here at the Earl Theater. Free show, Saturday night, February the 5th. The bands, the Goodfellas, the Country Boys, the Slate Mountain Ramblers, Harrison Ridge, the Nunn Brothers. Who am I forgetting? I feel like I might be missing somebody. But anyways, it's going to be a great time, so come on out to the Earl Theater. And also, if you can't make it out, we understand that some folks is not ready to do that yet, but we'll be broadcasting that event live, and also hope to have it on our YouTube channel as well. So hope to see everybody there on February 5th. Right now, how about could you do two more before we take a break? Would that be all right?
Yeah.
All right. I knew I could count on you. You're my merry-go-round MVP, Charles. I know I can count on you. Two more.
All right. Once again, thank you, Jenny. We'll send this next number out to all the ear jammers on the highway, or the ones that might be home listening on the radio waves this morning. one old Lester Flatt made famous called Back into Birmingham.
Be an inspiration for it. I don't know. We'll have to look that up sometime and see.
Hey, I know that.
No, I know.
Let's go with G, man. All right. Do another Lester Flatt and Scruggs number here. Called Jimmy Brown and You Boy.
Do what? I was trying to play it backwards. What channel are you gonna play, Jimmy?
Everybody knows that I'm a newsboy of the town. You hear me yelling Morning Star running along the street. I've got no hat upon my head, no shoes upon my feet.
Too young, too old. Let's take out one real quick break and then we'll come back, hopefully with time for enough of about at least 2 songs. We'll be back with more music coming up on today's Saturday Morning Merry-Go-Round right after this.
It's National Oatmeal Month. I'm not joking. It's National More facts about oatmeal.
Survey at census.gov.
Let me take you back to the merry-go-round. The first round here.
Thank you so much, Bob. And we do have time, Charles. We've all got tickled here thinking about oatmeal and talking about oatmeal. But anyways, Ricky eats oatmeal for breakfast. My other kids don't care for it. Nobody really wanted to know that though. But Charles, we've got time for 2 more, and then we'll have a look at news, and then on to the second portion of today's merry-go-round featuring Steve Marshall and High Road.
All right, once again, thank you, Jenny. Thanks to all the folks listening out there in Radio Land and those watching us via YouTube on the live streaming. We're going to feature this young man on the banjo one more time today. He's going to do y'all one called John Henry. He said he was going to squeeze a little bit of John Henry in. I believe he squeezed about 2 minutes worth into a minute and a half. I believe we need to close with a gospel song today. Let's go to A chord and do old Reno and Smiley tune here called Using My Bible for a Roadmap. Once again, thank y'all for being here in the Earl Theater with us this morning. Thanks to the one listening by way of WPAQ Radio and the live streaming channel on YouTube, as well as the WPAQ website. We appreciate each and every one of you. I'm using my Bible for a roadmap. 10 commandments, they tell me what to do. The 12 disciples are my road signs, and Jesus will see me safely through. There'll be no detours in heaven. They crossed the Red Sea of destruction, for God was there to see them through. There'll be no detours in heaven. Roll away. I'm using my Bible for a roadmap. My last stop is heaven's sweet day. My last stop is heaven's sweet day.
Give a big hand for our special guests, Too Young, Too Old. Don't anybody go anywhere, although you folks here in the theater, let's get out and get us some popcorn. I'll meet you back here right after the 12 o'clock news for another hour and a half of music on today's program featuring Steve Marshall and High Road. You're listening to the voice of the Blue Ridge. This is WPAQ AM 740 and FM 106.7.
Thank y'all so much.
School mask mandates said her children would not be wearing masks on Monday, and she would, quote, bring every single gun loaded and ready, end quote.
Well, okay.
Y'all go up to Willis last night?
You did?
No. I tried hard to come up, but I left work a little early. I got here, showered, clothes, got my Joe in the truck, and was going up the hill and hit on her. I said, man, I just ain't got no gas. I'm tired. I've been up since midnight. You know, I took a nap before I went into work. I ain't got it to give. So I turned the truck around. I was going to get some hot dogs, you know. Turned the truck over, went to Cracker Barrel, had some dinner, went on home, and fell sick there. No, commercial ductwork. Right now I'm doing a hospital in Fort Mill, South Carolina. The contract for the sheet metal is $4 million.
You brought the fan club?
It's a 3-story hospital. It's fast track. I've been up to 36 minutes in this job. I work 5-10 hour days and 8 hours of Saturday. I told him I'm an old man. I don't work Saturdays. So I come home on Fridays. We're still working today, right?
Well, I'm surprised. I said,
Finally got to the point where I'm not getting any more duct work. I had over 35 tractor trailer loads. Now we're just doing grills, nicking the docks, punch sleds, and stuff like that. I'm down to 20 men now. Get out here 6 days a week. But I still don't work Saturdays. I'm done with it. But, only commercials. Back in the day, everybody starts out with residential. They just figure it out. Like residential is way below the complicated stuff. If you want to make money, you got to go in. Thank you there. You did pretty good for an old man. Thank you. You're part of one of the two, right?
Yeah.
One of the two old?
I'm one of the young ones.
Yep. Hey, don't you scratch my Model A when you go out there. Okay, Gavin. That's the stuff. But, well, job finishes in May. It's funny you should say that. Monday this week, the mechanical contractor said to me, I hear you're retiring.
Hey!
Thank you. Hey, she got a job.
You got control.
Hey, where's the tools at? I know we're in Harbor Freight. That's the only place I see.
So, we sure would like to see you hang on for another year at this job. What part of Delaware did you guys hear? Right out the truck, I applied for Social Security. So, man, I'm done. I am done it. Today's my last one. Oh, darling, I have played.
Oh, do you? Okay.
Black I got a big old Harley, do woodworking, a skilled sheet metal worker.
They let you out?
I don't know. Any trace from him at all. I've always been.
Good day, Charles.
You too, thank you. All nice stuff. But I don't have anything to show. I always make stuff for other people. Good deal. You know, like you can make this bookcase or this cabinet or yeah. All right, talk to you later.
And you know, I bet your daughter he can sing. Are you going over here? Over here on this side? Oh, he wants to be on Rex. Okay, Derek from this side. Very serious. Is that too low? You ready to go?
And thank you so much. Welcome back. We are here live at the historic Earl Theater, home of the Old Time Music Heritage Hall, for the Saturday morning merry-go-round, and it's a pleasure. I was so just looking so forward to today's program. I always love to hear Charles and his group, and love to hear Steve, and glad to see he brought some friends along. I was worried about Patrick, that he probably couldn't make it down the mountain, but anyways, I texted Steve earlier this week and said, can y'all still come? Bring your coats. Can you still come? And he said, yeah, we're still coming. So you're in for a real treat. Always a pleasure to have Steve Marshall and High Road on the Saturday morning merry-go-round. Let's make them feel welcome.
And soon I'll be left all alone. I pray God's tender mercy will save her from her tears. I don't know what do not leave me here alone. Oh, stay home, my darling. I'm so I wrote, actually I got this. I guess it's kind of Marshall Brothers show up here because Brother Eric over here playing the bass. We'll introduce him. We'll introduce everybody as kind of go along. I'm going to introduce this fellow over here playing the mandolin. Does a fine job on the mandolin, does a good job singing, like to play every chance I get. This is Big Greg Jones. Y'all make him welcome. Thank you. What you gonna sing for us, Greg? You got one now.
Yeah, what we do one about let's do one about the birthday.
All right, sure. Sounds good.
This is one I want to send out to my dad, Donald Jones. He's got a birthday coming up. It ain't Sunday, but it is coming up on Monday week. So we're gonna do this one for him. It's called Next Sunday, Darling. It's my birthday. Next Sunday, darling, is my birthday. A day that should be free from care. Best wishes and congratulations. A rolling sorrow fills the air. While friends are singing happy birthday, there'll be a smile upon your face. But when they're gone, the smile will fade. A broken heart will take its place.
Sunday Dawn's my birthday. There will be some stuff back here playing bass. Philly does a fine job on that. Normally plays banjo. Been playing with him, I guess, about 22 years now. Actually, longer than that. One half of the original Marshall Brothers, Mr. from Mount Airy, North Carolina. Let's make him welcome, Mr. Eric Marshall.
I don't know. Let's do Are You Missing Me?
Okay.
But you left to see me and told me a lie.
spite of the vows that were made, the glitter gold turned your head. And while I was seeking employment to find, we married another instead. Are you all alone with the memory? Now that I am gone, darling, are you missing me? Darling, are you missing me? All right, great job from Steve Marshall and High Road. Steve, it's a good time to take a break real quick. That'd be all right? Okay, I also want to shout out to Mickey Gallion. He's listening in, wanted me to tell y'all what a great job he is doing. He's listening in while he's out in his shop working. So thanks for tuning us in. And we'll be back with more music coming up here on the Saturday Morning Merry-Go-Round right after this. Thank you so much, Bob King, and appreciate you this Saturday morning. Looking forward to that coming up February the 5th. So be sure and join us if you are able to attend. And if not, tune us in. Right now, you're listening to some mighty fine bluegrass music, some of the best that we hear here at the Earl Theater. Back to more music now from our special guest, Steve Marshall and High Road.
Thank you a whole lot, Jenny. We're going to get this fellow here playing Five Spring Names and do a little something for you. He does a fine job picking the banjo. He's a great guitar player. And I'm pretty sure he can sing, but I've not been able to get him good in 25 years. This is Derek East. Y'all make him welcome. Come on, do a little bit, Jenny. Don't break down. Good job, Derek. Derek Easter on band. All right, let's see. I guess I never do Jimmy Martin song. I got my big Jimmy Martin fan out there. Get Derek gear back up again. We just talking about Jimmy back here, and song wasn't done till Jimmy done. So we'll try a little bit of Sunny Side of the Mountain. One called Never Grow Old. I've heard of a land on a faraway strand. 'Tis the beautiful home of the soul, built by Jesus on high, where we never shall die. Is a land where we'll never grow old. Never grow old, never grow old, in a land where we'll never grow old. Never grow old, we'll never grow old, in a land where we'll never grow old. When our work here is done, and our life's crown is won, and our troubles and trials are o'er, all our sorrows will end, and our voices will blend to the ones who have gone on before. Never grow old, never
dedicate that to somebody do you mind this morning. My good buddy Chicago Bob, he listens faithfully up in Chicago. Makes a trip down here about twice a year to go to the radio station, and he loves that song, so if you don't mind, he might be watching on YouTube. I'll send that up all the way to Chicago, Illinois, Tinley Park, actually. We got about 2 minutes, and we can go over that because I'm in charge of this here program right now. So, go ahead and do one more song before we take a break for the weather forecast.
All right, we're going to get here and come here and do another one. This is what we worked up a little bit backstage here. One called Blue Bonnet Lane.
That's haunting me today, of a girl with eyes like flowers that bloom down on Blue Bonnet Lane. For the sweet and happy hours in my heart, they will always remain, like the sweet fragrance of the flowers that bloom down on Blue Bonnet Lane. Part 2 of today's Saturday morning merry-go-round. Let's take a real quick break on the program for an updated look at the weather forecast, and we'll be back with more great traditional bluegrass and gospel music here on the program on WPAQ right after this. So Ethan went and got married? I'm happy for him, but I just can't believe it. And I was over here catching up, Bob. I'm sorry, I was not paying attention. We are back. Thank you for joining us. Thanks once again to Charles Bowman and Too Young, Too Old. Always does a great job. And right now, help me make welcome back to the stage, Steve Marshall and High Road.
Thank y'all so much. I'm not Steve, as you can tell if you're in here. Ain't nobody introduced him yet, so we better tell you who he is. Getting ready to sing lead on this next one, doing all the talking for the group. Playing the guitar today, doing a fine job of that, fine job of singing. If y'all would make him welcome, Mr. Steve Marshall right here.
We're going to try and do the Larry Sparks number now, one called Blue Virginia. See here, reckon we can get you to sing another one. But B, I reckon we're going to do it.
Yeah, let's go ahead.
I'll try to help you out. We're gonna do that one, or you gonna do that Count Me Out?
Yeah, let's do Count Me Out.
All right, let's tell them all about it.
Alright, here's one that goes way back. This one was done in the country version back in the 60s by Marty Robbins. But I didn't learn it from Marty as much as I love his singing. I learned it from Dale McCurdy. Dale did it about 20 years ago, believe it or not, about 22 years ago this album came out. Had this song on it and I just fell in love with it and I hope you enjoyed it. It's called Count Me Out. Taking me for granted was your first mistake. That was the beginning of my last heartache. Then you added insult to my injury when you started treating me just as you please. Count me out of future plans you might be making. No more foolish chances am I taking. You play the game too rough, ask me I've had enough. 'Cause the going got too rough, so count me out. Things I thought important never bothered you, and you kept on helping kill all my love for you. Doing as you please became a part of you. You can't blame me now for walking out on you. Count me out of future plans you might be making. No more foolish chances am I taking. You play those games too rough, as for me I've had enough. 'Cause the going got too rough, so count me out. Yes, the going got too rough, so count me out.
Greg Jones was the one called Count Me Out. Let's see here, fellas. Let's do another good one now. Charlie May in Despair. Drop back here a while ago.
That's what my car was the other day when I had a flat. It was in despair.
Make me love you and make me want you, and I need you all the time. Heart is sad, I'm so lonesome each time. Oh, yeah, good. Well, I'll go ahead and stick a shout out. As you can tell, if you've ever seen Steve Marshall on High Road, you can tell, well, exception Derek, he shows up a lot. But this ain't normal the band I'm with. Let's see. Ethan got married a couple of weeks ago, and his wife's got COVID now, so he's quarantining. Patrick Lindsay played with me and my brother for many years. He's actually having to work today, and Ian couldn't get off work on the bass, but these fellas doing a fine job helping me out up here, and hope y'all enjoy it. Thank you. What y'all all do to play? I searched this big town all over, trying just to get a glimpse of you. I'm scared half to death, turn the corner. Scared of the thought of seeing you. You say that I'll come crawling back. Deep down inside I know it's true. I cry each time I hear your name. I love you, but you're still mine. The bright lights of the city glisten. The moon and the stars shine from above. But neither one can make a heart lighter. 'Cause you're the only one I'll ever love. You said that I'll come crawling back. Deep down inside I know it's true. I cry each time I hear your name. I love you, but you're still plain. I love you, but you're still plain.
All right, let's take another real quick break, Steve, if that'd be okay. Do want to, people are just calling me left and right, just telling me, wanting me to give y'all messages. No, not saying that. Let's see, we heard from John Reese. He's listening in, said, tell you what a great job you're doing. Also, Frosty Randy Hyde, he said, please dedicate him the next fast song. And so those folks are listening in. Right now, though, we'll send things back to you, Bob King, while we figure out what we're doing here. And you tell us who's bringing us this next portion of today's Saturday morning merry-go-round. We'll be back right after this. Thank you so much, Bob King. We are open today 10 to 4 o'clock. James is decorating. I said, just bypass everything else and go with spring. We're going to spring. Right now, decorations, that came from the top. So that's what I told him to do today. But we'll be open at Old Mill Music today until 4 o'clock. Right now, back to our special guests here on part 2 of today's Merry-Go-Round. They're doing a mighty fine job. Steve Marshall and High Road.
Thank you, Judy. Thank y'all so much. We've got several requests. We've had several people call in with requests, but I want to say this right quick, then we'll work through some of those here in a minute too. Marvin Smith, I think, is listening out there. Marvin's been a little bit under the weather here lately, so we want to send the whole show out to him, and we'll send out a song or two here in a minute too. But Marvin, I hope you're listening. I hope you get to hear this right here. Again, so we'll say that, and then I know we're going to do one for Frosty the Mow Man here in a minute too. Can we say here?
Frosty the Mow Man, yeah.
Frosty the Mow Man. We'll get one in for him too, but anyway, like I said, Marvin, I hope you hear this, hope you enjoy it.
I'm gonna try one now called Go Around.
Thank y'all so much. Y'all still having a good time? All right. Well, we're really enjoying it. I hope y'all are having a good time too. I believe we're going to let Steve step back there in a minute or two and do Blue and Lonesome. Get him and Greg to throw some high lonesome on y'all here. I believe both of them can sing tenor to a siren, so I think we just about got our girl group up here today. We got to sing as high as they do.
I got to give two things of credit: Black Rifle Coffee and Fisherman's Friend Cough Drops. Between them two, man, I can sing all that. No, he ain't fooling around. Good.
Well, I'll stop talking and get these guys back up here now. We'll give them a step back up. Now that Greg's got his endorsements in, we'll give them a step back up here and do a bit of Blue and Lonesome for y'all.
Like bang just about right over there. Seems like me, you have to turn the screen down for that right there.
You know where this song came from? I'm Blue and I'm Lonesome. Bill Monroe and Hank Williams wrote this song together. They sure did. Both of them were stars of the Grand Ole Opry back in the 30s and 40s. This one I hope you enjoy. Me and Steve's going to try our best to wail away on this one. I'm blue and I'm lonesome.
Going by. tell you what, real close. Let's see here, fellas. We gotta do another Zoom marketing. Actually, we'll do one we had Friday. Might as well.
Okay.
Yeah. We're gonna try. I got my big Jim Martin fan right out here in the audience. I'm gonna do one for her. That's Isabel down there, my granddaughter. All three of my granddaughters. Actually, there's another one right here somewhere. There's Zoe back here.
Don't you have any boys? Can't you have any boys?
Yeah. Blake's back here.
Oh, okay, okay. The girls are outnumbering the boys though for now, right?
Yes, they are.
Okay.
All right, we're gonna try one. I don't know if I've ever done this thing out on stage. We're gonna call Mary Ann. There's a girl on my mind I can't get over. That would break the heart of any man. Without her, things would fall to pieces. I still dream about my Mary Ann. So I'll just keep touching up my gray hair, living in hope someday she'll understand. It's no matter if I live to be 100. There'll always be a place in my heart for Mary Ann. Oh, she's out there somewhere in a world that's cold and dark. Just to think of her now still tears me down. And teardrops were pennies, I would be a wealthy man. For all the tears that I've cried for Mary Ann. So I'll just keep touching up my gray hair, live in hope someday she'll understand. It don't matter if I live to be 100. There'll always be a place in my heart for Mary Ann. And it's no matter if I live to be 100. There'll always be a place in my heart for Mary Ann. Thank you all. We've done that. So, appreciate that. All right, Derek, let's do another Jim Martin. Take us a break. A little bit of hit parade love. From what I've been hearing there, got it made. You got a fuss on the hit parade. If I could be your loved one, don't know what I'd do. Only you know my dreams are on the hit parade of love, I know I'll never stop. I got a long, long way to climb before I reach the top. But if I do get there soon, I'll be everything. Then I know I'm number one for the hit parade.
Merry-Go-Round. And thank you once again. We do need to take a real quick break for the top of the hour news and weather. And we'll be back with more music up until 1:29 today on the Saturday morning Merry-Go-Round on the Voice of the Blue Ridge, WPAQ.
Sunday night, 25 tonight, low back to that 40 on Monday, sunny conditions.
Thank you so much, Bob King, and I appreciate that. It is a cold day out there, but thank goodness it's warming up, and I think this week's going to be a little bit warmer than this past week, and maybe no snow. We'll have to see what we can do. Do we have any first-time guests here for the Merry-Go-Round? Anybody in the... Oh, my goodness, Aaron. Anybody here that's not... You folks in the back, have you been with us before for the Merry-Go-Round? No. Not yet. Okay. Where y'all from?
Inman, South Carolina.
Inman? Inman, South Carolina? Okay, well, welcome. Hey.
Glad to have you.
Yeah, glad to have you folks. We do this each and every week here at the historic Earl Theater, home of the old-time music heritage hall. We have two local or regional groups that we play live and broadcast over the air on our station WPAQ, which is getting ready to celebrate our 74th anniversary. Been on the air a very long time. Right now, help me make welcome back to the stage special guests for part 2 of today's program, Steve Marshall and High Road.
Thank you a whole lot. Jimmy, I'm going to do this right here. I know you don't ask for it, but this is a good old, I think Road, I know Ralph Stanley did many years ago. We're called the Medicine Springs. You remember singing that? It was old Don Gibson tune, I think. He tried to help us out on it. One called See Your Heart.
See a heartbreak, lost love and loneliness, memories of your caress, so divine. I wish you were mine again, my dear. I'm gonna see a tear, see a heartbreak. Thank y'all. Thank y'all.
We're going to see Heartbreak. Let's see here, fellas. I think they're moving. Let's see, let's go to F. I gotta do another Jimmy Marshall thing right quick from a fan out there. These fellas helped me out on it. Let me get my capo set right. One called Ocean of Diamonds.
Right now, I need to tell you folks about our sponsor of this portion of today's Merry-Go-Round, and that's Mayberry Music Center, located right across the street here from the Earl Theater, locally owned and operated by James's daughter, Teresa, as well as his wife, Denise, and they'd like to invite you to stop in and check out their selection of acoustic, also electric guitars, bass guitars, mandolins, fiddles, banjos, trumpets, saxophones, clarinets, flutes, much, much more. Also, Mayberry Music Center specializes in Blue Ridge guitars, and they're the authorized Blue Ridge guitar dealer here in the Mount Airy area. Always offering a $100 discount off the suggested retail price of their Blue Ridge guitars, and you'll usually find there some slightly used Blue Ridge guitars at a discounted price. You can find strings as well as all types of accessories for your instrument, and they offer music lessons as well as instrument repair. And please, if you go by and you don't see what you're looking for, ask them, because chances are they can have it for you in just a couple of days. And you'll also find there a great selection of bluegrass, gospel, and bluegrass CDs, including titles from Mount Airy's own Easter Brothers and the Primitive Quartet. Mayberry Music Center is open Monday through Friday, 9:30 to 4, and on Saturdays from 9:30 to 3. They're always closed on Sunday. That's Mayberry Music Center, historic Main Street in downtown Mount Airy, bringing you this portion of today's merry-go-round. And while I'm doing that, I want to send best wishes out to Grant Welch. He's the Easter Brothers' biggest fan, and he actually had a fall in the ice, and I think he had a break somewhere, but hopefully he's doing good. So our thoughts and prayers are with you, Grant. Hope you're out and about real soon. Back to more music now. Special guests, Steve Marshall and Hyra. What you got picked out for us next?
We're going to do another gospel number now. We're going to get Greg here off a little bit of a rank stranger. Over here, I don't have to do this song. I got two little girls staring a hole through me. And, I don't have Patrick with me help me out, so Greg might help me out on this one called Long Journey Home. Looks like rain, but in the east it looks like rain. I'm on my long journey home. Lost all my money.
train. Like smoke rising and sure there's a train. I'm on my long journey home. Lost all my money but a $2 bill. $2 bill, Lord, $2 bill. Lost all my money but a $2 bill. I'm on my long journey home. Sure there's a train. Like smoke rising, sure there's a train. I'm on my long journey home. Lost all my money but a $2 bill. $2 bill, Lord, $2 bill. Lost all my money but a $2 bill. I'm on my long journey home.
All right, great job, Steve Marshall and High Road. Let's take our one final break, and then we'll be back with the conclusion of today's program. We need to tell you about this event coming up, and we'll be right back.
Okay.
Thank you so much, Bob King. I just want to tell both these groups, Charles Bowman and Too Young, Too Old, also Steve Marshall and High Road, what a pleasure it's been to have y'all on the merry-go-round today. It always is, but I realize that, you know, when it's 20 degrees and folks ask you to come out and play for free, and these are professional people up here too. And they've also got other jobs besides just playing music. I don't even know where I'm going with that, but I do want to tell you thank you so much. Thank you so much. Hey, they don't just work. All these people, they all work hard. They got hard jobs. Unlike myself, I got 2 or 3 jobs, but none of them are very hard. Right now, though, I do need to tell you this. We have so many obituaries that we're going to have to cut the program short. Not any way to go about it. So we'll probably be breaking away about 5 minutes ahead of time from the station. So folks watching it on YouTube, you're going to get the extra song. Right now, back to the conclusion of today's merry-go-round, Steve Marshall and High Road.
Thank you, hold on. This is still a good gospel number. We'll call Farther Along. Tempted and tried, we're off made to wonder why it should be us all day long when there are others living about us, never molested though in the wrong. Farther along, we'll know all about it. Farther along, we'll understand why. Cheer up, my brother, live in the sunshine. We'll understand it all by and by. When death has come and taken our loved ones, it leaves our home so lonely and drear. Then we may ponder why others prosper, living so wicked year after year. Farther along, we'll know all about it. Farther along, we'll understand why. Cheer up, my brother, live in the sunshine. We'll understand it all by and by. Yes, we'll understand it all by and by. Now we're going to do one, I've been doing this for a long time, called I Only Exist.
Do another song here, but I know Bob needs to break away. So let me take this opportunity to tell you we will be back next week with Eric Jessup with some banjo and comedy, along with Just a Little Grace on the Merry-Go-Round next Saturday. So thanks for tuning us in. Right now, back to more music from Steve Marshall and Hiram.
Thank you a lot, Jim. Appreciate getting a chance to play up here again. And you was asking a while ago where we playing at next. I don't know. Don't have much going on right now. Only time will tell. Yeah, but speaking for all these fellas, hope y'all enjoyed it. I've enjoyed getting a chance to pick these fellas. They done a good job. We're going to send y'all out here on the old number that I've been doing for a lot of years, and I keep doing it because I like it. One called the John Henry Blues. Sitting on his mammy's knee, grabbed him a hammer and a little piece of steel, said, "Hand me the death of me, oh Lord, hand me the death of me."
Once again, tune in again next week. Join us for the Saturday morning Merry-Go-Round featuring Eric Jessup along with Just a Little Grace.
Thanks for the technical assistance there.